Tales from the Crypt, Season 3, Episode 13, Spoiled. Why it's called Spoiled, I don't know. But it starts with the Tales from the Crypt intro. Ooh, we go down the house and down the stairs, and it's so spooktacular. And then he goes, ah, I can't believe it. So Crypt Keeper's dressed up like a golfer, a stereotypical golfer, kind of like a dildo, and he makes a very offensive joke against Hispanics and or Hispanic Americans. I'm glad Joe chose not to watch these because it probably would have made him, not feel good about the way he was born. There's There's just some things in life you can't control. There's a lot of things in life you can't control, and some of those has to do with how you were born. So don't make fun. Don't make fun. Anyways, this one, Tales from the Crypt episode, I already said that. It's called Spoiled for some reason. Might have said that too. Let's get into it, shall we? Starts out with like a lady walking out of her office in some advertising company. I guess she works with her husband. They own the company. She walks into his office and says, "Hey, baby, you got to give it to me now. I need it desperately." And he says, "Hold on now. I was working. We'll deal with this later." And she says, "Ooh, I need it now. So I'm going to get what I need." Goes up to some dude at a desk and says, "Come into my office now." So he does, and they presumably do things. And it turns out it's a soap opera that these two ladies are watching. And, the way that these ladies are acting and facial expressions, you could only imagine that this program has got them slug pantsed, if you will. So that happens. One of the ladies goes home, presumably to masturbate, I would guess. But I mean, if they're watching that, and so obviously, oh, ooh, doing that kind of shit, I can probably just whack off together at that point. I would assume. And then the husband comes home. The husband probably would have appreciated coming home to that, to be honest with you. Anyways, the lady leaves. The husband comes home. The husband is a doctor. And he said, "Oh, this new anesthesia I'm working on, it's almost there, but ah, it wasn't a success." So the doctor, the husband, has like a basement laboratory where he's working on this anesthesia that'll help do this surgery he wants to do. Doesn't say what the surgery is. It's just, "Oh, I need this anesthesia, this special anesthesia I'm working on. And once this is done, we could do this magical life-changing surgery." And he's testing shit out, making meth or whatever white people do in their basements. And he has a rabbit down there that he's testing it on. So this is very, very important work. So important that there has to be a light above the door to get into the lab. And if the light is red, that means he's working and do not disturb. But if he's coming upstairs or it's okay to come down or whatever, they'll turn the light off so the red light won't be on. That's important later. So, long story short, dude's not sticking it to the wife. The wife is literally crying because she's not getting dick. Says enough is enough. I'm gonna start letting the fucking cable guys start nailing me. And so that happens. Probably all would have been avoided if her and her friend just whacked off on the couch. But who's gonna listen to my problem solving. Anyways, uh, they get a little too loose because they just rely on the light. They start nailing each other in the living room so they can always see the light, and he can just run out the back door or whatever. But this one night, oh, it's a breakthrough. My anesthesia worked. God bless it. Yes, I got to run up and tell my loving wife who's been so patient with me and not blowing the cable guy. I got to run up there and this is going to be great. This is going to change the world. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. That's in that. Oh, he's in her. I can't believe it. So then he goes just back down into the fucking basement, and there's some real sad ADR like, what should I do? Oh, I don't know. Because stuff that clearly wasn't recorded on that day. So dude slowly like going crazy, like, oh, what should I do? I can't hurt him, I can't kill him, that's too easy. So he goes ether rags both of them, and you see him doing his surgery that this anesthesia was for. Still don't know what the fuck it's for. We just see a bunch of bloody surgical utensils and stuff. He's keeping track of the days, and he's like, all right, time to bring them back upstairs. So he brings them back upstairs in the same position they were in when he drugged them, ethered them, and brought them down there. So it's 2 weeks later, however long it is later. They wake up and say, oh, how long have we been sleeping? Oh my goblin! They look down, and it's the old Frankenhooker ending where the guy's head's on the lady body, and now the other head's on the they just switched heads in the bodies. And I guess this big surgery was gonna be, oh yeah, we'll cut your head off and put it on somebody else's body. Tales from the Crypt. Ah, then what happens with the Crypt Keeper? Something, he's wearing the golf suit or whatever. Something about sucking dick, and the credits roll. Um, this one was funny. It wasn't like good, but it was funny how ridiculous everything was. And since the cable guy was the one she was cheating with, they used the term box a lot to refer to female parts. And that always makes me laugh because it sounds very crude, and that's funny to me. Hey, you need me to jam up your box there, honey? Yeah, another one, like, it was all right if it wasn't so like ridiculous. Like it's just watch it because it's fucking silly shit. There's definitely worse episodes this season. So yeah, I guess give this one a shot. It's funny, but it's not like it's scary or anything. And the head switch, it doesn't look great, so you can laugh at that. And there's something else that's funny, but it is what it is. There's another one. Still, why it's called Spoiled, I don't know, dude. dwnproductions.net. You can check out my artwork. I sculpt, I paint, masks, busts, props, custom work. You want something custom made, maybe I'll be able to do it for you. So head on over there for sure. It's appreciated. DW, I already said that, fastcustomshirts.com. That's Joe's shirts and Juan's shirts. Do a podcast with Joe every week, boygob.com. But back to fastcustomshirts.com. Hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs, all reasonably priced. I need to slow down. It's just like, come on, Tom, you're almost done with this, and then you could drink some water and go to bed. fastcustomshirts.com, dwnproductions.net. Boy, God.